is Tracy. I am the Social Services Specialist here at Elmhurst Public Library. And today I'm going to talk to you about creating a vision board for yourself. Some of you may have done this in the past, so you have some experience. Some of you may have never done this before and possibly heard of it, so this will be a great thing for you to watch and possibly apply to your life, or maybe you've never heard of this at all. Either way, I hope you stick around and join me for this. So first of all, what is a vision board? So a vision board is just a kind of a visual way that we can write down some things. We can define some goals. We can find inspiration. We can refocus part of our life. Can help us to stay motivated. It's a way to share with others what we love. Can help us feel good about ourselves. Vision boards aren't necessarily goals. Goals are a little bit different. A vision board is something that you kind of see as a long-term thing that you're trying to work on. Many times vision boards are done at the beginning of the year or at the end of the year, but they can really be done any time of the year when you kind of need to refocus some things and decide that you need to create some little goals for yourself or a vision for yourself, as it were. So that's what a vision board is. You can absolutely tie it in with a goal for yourself. The one I'm going to show today is going to tie in with kind of like an overall goal for 2021. But whatever works for you, that's what you do your vision board on. So now that we've defined the vision board, let's talk about what kind of supplies you need. So the supplies you need for a vision board are pretty simple. A lot of this stuff is things people have around their house already. I am not a crafty person, but these are all items that I had around the house. So let's talk about those supplies. First, we need a board to put the vision on. So a piece of a poster board. This is an 11 by 17 sheet, depending on how much information you want to put on there. You can make it smaller, you can make it bigger. I've seen it, full poster board like from your science fair projects when you were in school. But I'm going to stick with 11 by 17 here. Markers, crayons, colored pencils, whatever works for you. You'll need a pair of scissors. You'll need some glue and or tape, depending on what you're doing. Then we also can pull some images, some pictures, some verbiage from magazines. So save your magazines, or if you have a pile of them somewhere, feel free to grab those and get some information out of the magazines as well. Another thing that I use are some stickers. These are stickers that I use for my planners. And sometimes they have some pretty inspirational things, or they're just pretty colors, whatever it might be. So this is something you can incorporate in here as well. So that's your basic supply list. If you want to get fancier, you can go ahead and get fancier. Another item that can be used is scrapbook paper. To kind of, if you don't want that white in the background at all, you can definitely line that up and put that on your board, whichever pattern you may have. I'm going to pretty much use up most of my board, so I am not going to use this today, but this is something you could do. I would recommend cutting this to the size of the board, gluing it on, and letting that sit probably for a day before you proceed with the rest of the vision board, just to make sure everything is secure there. Okay, so in the interest of time, I have gone ahead and cut out the items that I'm going to use on my vision board ahead of time. One of the things I want to work on this year is kind of a overall mind, body, and soul cleanse. Eating right, exercising, and reading more. Yes, I work at a library and I don't think I read enough. So those are the things that I am going to work on. So first thing I'm going to do from the scrapbooks books that I showed you earlier, go ahead and put this as our 2021 vision board. Maybe. right at the top or wherever you want it. You can also, if you don't have this, you can write the numbers in there. There's nothing that says you have to use stickers. I used to do these vision boards when I worked as a substance abuse counselor, and I had a lot of clients that were very artistically inclined, so they would draw what their vision was. That is not something I'm going to do because I'm not good at that. As I said before, kind of a mind, body, and soul. So as I was going through my magazines, I found these words. So we can go ahead and glue those down. Also, I kind of skipped this part here. It's really good to kind of map out everything that you have ahead of time, placing it on the board to make sure that you have enough, or if you need to cut down on things. So I did that as well earlier. Go ahead and map it out ahead of time before you glue it. But remember, there's really no wrong or right way to do this. Whatever works for you. So, the mind, the body, and the soul. So like I said, kind of a little cleanse I want to do for the mind, body, and soul. I happen to find this little gem. Let me show it to you here. I'm going to center this on my board. Not her. Cleanse your whole body from the inside out. I just randomly found that in the magazine and thought that is perfect, and that is a perfect center point for what I'm trying to do here. Then we also have some other verbiage that I found. Oops. Own the morning was one that I really liked. I always feel if I start my day off on a positive note, that the rest of my day goes better. So starting that day with some reading, some tea, a healthy breakfast, a workout, whatever it might be. Dopamine, it's that good neurotransmitter that releases in our brain when we're happy and things are going well. Another thing I thought was important as part of my mind, body, soul is some gratitude. This has been a rough year for all of us, and there's been a lot of focus on all the negative, and sometimes we need to take a minute to focus on the good that's happening, because there is some good. There is some good out there. I know there is. Okay. And then my other wordings, I only had one more. I liked this little saying too. You've put many miles behind you. Now let's talk about the ones ahead. Okay, so not focusing on the past. You know, I've tried to diet, I've tried to do all these things and nothing works out. I've tried to read more, you know, whatever it might be, whatever it is you're trying to work on, don't worry about the past, let's go forward. Okay, so then I'm going to fill in the rest with some different pictures and things that I have here. Again, I want to remind you, these vision boards, you can do several a year if something changes. They do not have to be anything big, like a full mind body cleanse. It could be something as easy as I want to organize my closets this month. I can make it a little more complicated. Some bad habits you want to break or some new habits you want to get. You could include pictures of loved ones on here as an inspiration as well. So something as it applies to health, you know, if you have children, you know, a picture of them on there kind of motivates you to stay healthy for them. So you can see here I have some different pictures of people working out, some books. For me, healthy eating is can be a challenge because, you know, frankly, food is delicious. But here is, you know, some visuals here of those healthy foods. Definitely can help motivate me to stay a little healthier. Oops, sorry. Let's see here. You know, and these can overlap. You can do whatever you need to do with them. Probably that overlapped a little too much. Let's go up here with the yoga mat. There we go. You can go off the edges. You really have a lot of different options here. There's no right way to do this. There's no wrong way to do it. It's however you want it to look. So we have some book stuff here, even healthy cookbooks, so that kind of satisfies a whole bunch of stuff. put in here some books maybe you want to read, some of your favorite authors. I have a list of books. Currently, NPR every year releases their top books in different genres and staff picks of the year. So I've been kind of working my way through those so far this year, which hasn't been long, but I have gotten a couple books read already. A couple I did not like and returned. Let's see, running out of room already. Some more healthy food there. As far as working out, same thing. If I put these pictures up here, it can kind of motivate me to do that. Whether I'm working out at home or if I'm comfortable going to the gym. But again, it doesn't always have to be a workout. A lot of people think, the typical New Year's resolution is, to work out, to eat better, and those are all great, but yours might be something completely different. And that's quite all right. Some more healthy foods. We'll put you up there. And one more book we'll get in here. Okay. So as you can see, my board is pretty much filled up. We have some things overflowing. If you're not happy with the white pieces, you can always go ahead and color those in with some of your markers or crayons or colored pencils. Another thing I wanted to point out, this is a fun thing to do. This could be a family project with your kids of all ages. What are some things they want to work on for the year? To sit around, especially during pandemic times, to sit and cut out some pictures and put some stuff together. Wonderful family activity. I know when my kids were younger, we would kind of set a New Year's type resolution each year. What did they want to do differently this year? What did they want to do the same? Those kind of things. But vision boards are a great way to kind of put those together, display them as a family. So now what do we do when we're done with this? So the vision board's all done. Let's just say we're all complete here. I've colored everything in. I've pasted everything on here I can paste. What do I do with it now? Well, you want to put it somewhere where it's going to remind you of what your vision is for the year. So for some people, that might be in their bedroom, like say on their dresser, somewhere where they'll see it when they first wake up in the morning. Maybe it's on your refrigerator. Maybe it's on the cabinet. My first place I go to every morning is the coffee pot. So maybe it's above my coffee pot on the cabinet door or on the refrigerator door because I have to go in there to get my creamer. Whatever it might be is a little reminder of, okay, this is what I'm doing. This was my vision for the year. I want to take better care of myself. And it's just a daily visual reminder. I am a visual person, so I need visual cues, and these are visual cues that work for me. I encourage you all to try this if you think it'll work for you. And again, make any alterations you need to make it work for you. Please let me know if you ever have any questions, and enjoy vision boarding. Thank you.